National Botanical Garden, Research Institute, Lucknow. Very old garden, established by Sadat Hossain Khan in 1800. Thereby, after that, it was completed by another Nawab Wajid Ali Shah, who dedicated this garden to the Queen Sikandar Mahal Begum. It was founded as National Botanic Gardens in 1953, and the earlier workers who laid the foundation and further established it as Botanical Garden was renowned botanist Kailas Nath Kaul, hailing basically from Jammu and Kashmir, who was also the director of Plants and Gardens Department in Jammu and Kashmir, but he was the first founder director of National Botanic Garden. In 1978, this garden was renamed as National Botanical Garden Research Institute, NBRI, and here we see very useful, very unique introduction of plants. And one the plant which I have just come across is Crescentia alata. It belongs to family Bignoniaceae, and leaves are very peculiar in having this kind of shape, and the flowers are just, they are fallen on the floor, and they are maroon pink or chocolate pink, and the fruit is hardened vessel. It is used as a vessel also. And when we come along this, we also find the mahogany tree, Switchinia macrophylla, and the road, on both sides of the road we find the beautifully well laid out the palm trees. Many are fruiting, so I am to conduct the 1400th tree talk, the tree talk with morning walk. So we are listening the melodies of peafowls also in this morning, and see how these palms had the fruits in this morning. And there are lotuses, Nelambo nucifera, that plant, and near to that also we have the white-breasted water hen, Jalmurgi, and these are ponds, and we also have some tropical pines here, and more. We will go inside and then we will see this particular plant is Phoenix rupicola, which is native to India, Nepal, Bhutan and Myanmar. So this is the canopy of the palms. Another worker who has contributed toward the ericaceae to which this palm belongs, he was T.N. Khushu. He has also worked on canna, and he was previously assistant director. Then after Kailas Nath Kaul, he took over the reins of this garden. So this is Phoenix rupicola, and we have this pine, Pinus, which we see, Pinax roxburghii, which is found in Jammu and Kashmir also. It is the same with 3 needles, and this is the Plumeria acutifolia. This is Agathis robusta, and we see more plants when we go. This is another temple tree or pagoda tree or graveyard tree, which was also loved by Mughal Badshah Jahangir, and this tree is a deciduous Plumeria, sometimes treated under species rubra. We have Elstonias, Elstonia scolaris Saptaparna trees, and this is P.N. Mehra Marg. P.N. Mehra has also contributed to the understanding of bryology, and this is again mahogany, Sweetenia, and then this is Margosa tree, where we see the Senegalia, and we have the Kamrak also, which is here. Aviroha like plant, and these are monocots, and this particular plant is Terminalia anogasis. Very huge tree. Bipinnate leaves, and this is Adinanthera pavonina. A red sandalwood tree, but this is Adinanthera pavonina, which I just mistook for Terminalia like. So this is not Terminalia, this is Adinanthera pavonina, which has the red seeds and used in rosaries. It's a unique plant native to India. Huge canopy, and the leaves are alternate, but they are twice pinnate. And this is Adinanthera pavonina. This is Butea monosperma, Battle of Plassey tree. As the Battle of Plassey was fought at the location in Bengal, which was named after this tree as Plassey. So we have other trees also here. Some are leveled, so it is better to see this plant, which is unique. And this is Rohida Tecomella undulata, Marwadi teak. It has very elegant orange-red flowers. It is also a member of Bignoniaceae, and it decorates the desert plant, especially in Rajasthan, but also introduced in parks and gardens as ornamental tree. Mahogany. We have a row of mahogany trees, and this particular plant is Castanospermum australis. This is also called a black bean. So here we have the Dr. B.P. Pal, a rose garden. B.P. Pal was known for establishing many varieties of horticulture and commercial importance. So NBRI has a collection of 200 varieties of roses, both inbred and exotic, mainly the hybrid tea, polyalthea, floribunda, cut flowers also. So this is the Dr. B.P. Pal rose garden. This is not the proper season to see roses, but still you find many roses, they are blowing. And this NBRI botanical garden, and it is a morning time and many walkers are also there. So this is another tree which looks like Celtis, but I'm not sure which species. Another tree, beautiful with white flowers. This is also unique, but what is identity? It is a leaning tree, and it's a world of allotaxy that is unique. And this tree is also undergoing in NBRI, but I am unable to pinpoint. It will take some time to identify. World of allotaxy, and white flowers are unique, Aritia-like flowers. This is Terminally Arjuna. See the bark, old bark with bumps, The bark has been extracted as it is medicinally useful for heart ailments. And here we find the ficus species. Again, there is on another side we have another plant which is called as Buddha's coconut, Carigota alata, very tall canopy. And this is Chrysophyllum. This is the from Sapotaceae member, and some kind of milk is also coming out. So this unique plant and tree having this kind of leaf, shiny green above and dull grayish below. This is Isonandra villosa from the family Sapotaceae, Isonandra. And this is the plant which is Neeli Gulmohar Jacaranda mimosifolia. And we have again Tecumella undulata, but it is not Tecumella undulata, it is Melaleuca, Leucadendra Melaleuca, related to butterbrush. So another tree which is here, very large leaf, and this is Diospyros blancoi. This is very unique plant. Common name is velvet apple, basically native to Philippines, family Abenaceae. So Diospyros blancoi is new, which I am able to see in the NBRI, and this has very evergreen foliage, large size foliage, little bit superficially resembling like Michelia leaves, but it is Diospyros. We have Diospyros cordifolia or Diospyros montana growing in Jammu and Kashmir, but this Diospyros blancoi is not seen by me before today. So these are the fruits of Buddha's coconut. It is miniature coconut, one can say, and it's a fruiting tree, previously treated under Sterculia as Sterculia alata, but now it is segregated in another family which is called as Carigota alata. So it has buttressed the roots. And other trees which we find, this is Cretiva, Varuna tree, Cretiva religiosa or Cretiva Densuni variety odora. It's a very revered tree. It has also the presence of babbler, Tauroides satriatus, sitting on the spider tree. Cretiva Densuni variety odora are also called as Cretiva religiosa. This time is not the flowering season, but during spring time we see the flowers. Bark and powder is used in the treatment of many urinary ailments or kidney troubles, and there we see even the presence of peafowl. They are just also doing morning walk with other morning walkers. And this is the Gandharaj, Gardenia, Yasmi Noidus, and this is another tree which is from Bombyciaceae family, and little bit it looks like Adansonia digitata, but in identification need to be verified. And this is Melletia paguensis or Melletia ovalifolia, superficially resembling like Acacia fistula, but this is Melletia paguensis, are also known as Melletia paguensis. Basically this is mole mean rosewood tree, also introduced in Jammu, and it has very attractive purplish pink flowers during the spring season. This is Kadamba, and we have many other trees growing on both sides of the road, as we find this one again, but bark has been badly damaged. Arjun tree. So this trunk is a very old trunk, and in Jammu Khanur area, Nardiwala, we find the old heritage Arjuna trees. So this particular morning walk in this National Botanical Garden Research Institute is really educative, and the unique tree which I am now focusing, Cassimrua idulis. It is from the lemon family Rutaceae, and it's also named as Mexican apple. Leaves are palmate and they are aromatic, and this particular foliage is unique, Cassimrua idulis. This is also the lesser known tree, not found in Jammu and Kashmir. Another tree is commonly seen in Jammu, that is Pongamia pinnata, but now this also is named as Melletia pinnata, Sukhchan or Karanj. Honge Isle is very unique in South India, and this is a coral tree, Erythrina. Here we have the lotus collection. This is a lotus pond. We see Emeraldis fenicurus, jungli murgi also, and we are celebrating the Wildlife Week. So presence of wildlife, especially the waterfowl, is also enchanting. There is also paddy bird, Ardiola grayi, near the lotus flowers, and so this lotus season is almost over, but still we find some blooms. So two words, one is paddy bird, Ardiola grayi. This is Ardiola grayi, and another is white-breasted water hen. So these are the, you can say, this is the lotus flower, so unique. Lotus, sacred lotus, the national flower of India. It has many colors, at least pink, red and white. So this is light pink. This is half opened flower of lotus, and you see many petals, and its inner fleshy receptacle is also consumed as vegetable in Kashmir, especially the rhizomes form the nadru, and these are the unique flowers which are revered in Indian mythology and culture. So this is unique garden dedicated to lotuses and lilies. This is huge banyan tree in the NBRI Botanical Garden, where we see even the wild vegetation, and here I see guttation which is different from dewdrops, as the droplets are aggregated toward the margins of leaf. This special exudation of sap is called as guttation. So this is also seen here in this early morning. We have the Commelina bengalensis, Kanchira sag, with the two kind of flowers, sky blue aerial flowers and closed clistogamous underground flowers. This is also found in Jammu. And this is goatweed ageratum, and these are Citeria verticillata, that dross. This is Acorus calamus, aromatic plant, and we see even the Smadanica, Dactylotinium, crowfoot grass also it is named as. And the unique thing about this lotus garden is the presence of large leaved Victoria amazonica. These are the flowers, upturned plate-like leaves which are floating, and they are heavily spiny. So this is unique lily, Victoria amazonica, which is seen in the lotus garden. Here is also the Namo 108 flower, and there we find another unique lily flower in this lotus garden. And this is a huge tree of Baheda terminalia bellerica. These are all lotus flowers, and this is another tree, very unique. This is Sterculia, very unique Sterculia. Sterculia, not Sterculia, Pterospermum. But in Jammu we have Pterospermum acerifolium. Here it is a small leaved plant. Leaves are smaller and undersurface is white. So this is another species of Pterosperma, which I have spotted in the National Botanical Garden Research Institute. Which is this species? Maybe reticulata. I have to check up. Then you see the huge banyan. This is Ficus bengalensis with huge prop roots. This is a prop root. National tree of India. Many revolutionaries were also hanged from this particular tree, and National Botanical Garden Research Institute, earlier known as Sikandrabad, in the memory of Sikandar Mahal Begum. And there is also a story of a revolutionary lady who fought with the Britishers in this very garden, Uda Devi. Her statue is also placed outside at the crossing. And this is the stump, dried up stump of Barringtonia equitangula, freshwater mangrove, that is it is called. So we have other trees which is very unique, but it also looks like Sterculia, but no, it is not Sterculia. Perhaps some other plant which need to be identified properly, which is this one. This is a Ceiba speciosa, which is introduced Mexican tree, also called the drunken tree, because it is the tree which is not straight, and this has lot of spines on the trunk, and it's green in color, and it produces beautiful pink red flowers during autumn season. So some flowers still we are able to spot on the ground, they have fallen. This is Corizia speciosa, are also known as Ciba speciosa. And another unique, this is a curcuma species, and curcuma also we have some other aroid members, and one particular tree which is very huge, which looks like tamarind tree, but to confirm it I have to focus on the nameplate. Yes, it is also the tamarind, very huge tree in the National Botanical Garden Research Institute. The garden nurtured by the wisdom of Kailashnath Kaul, then T.N. Khushu. T.N. Khushu, renowned botanist, belonged to Sopore basically, and after that their ancestors were settled at Alikadal in Srinagar, and the royal family connection also. And this is the revered Creativa religiosa Varuna tree, and that is tamarind. This is sacred fig tree, and here is a Sukchayan, and here we have the Mulshri. I think it looks like Mulshri, but may or may not, we have not able to, but looking at the fruits, yes, it should be Mulshri, Minus of Salangi, Bakula tree. So, this is another Rhododendron Pabonina tree, red wheat tree, or this is Spathodia campanulata, which is called as Pichkari or Rudraplash, or syringe tree, or African tulip tree. Kashmir, Srinagar is known for the tulip garden, but here we come across the tulip tree, which has very elegant flowers. It has also been introduced in Jammu University Botanical Garden. This is Ficus. Most probably it is Ficus lyrata, and again Miletia obelifolia, mole mean rosewood tree, but its trunk has been damaged. Flowers are quite decorative, and we have pink Acacia or Javanese Acacia nodosa, Acacia nodosa also. Some flower clusters are remaining, although season is almost over. And this seems to be a Raitia, tincturea perhaps. These are opposite, but this is also from the same family, which looks most probably the Holerina pubescens, Cottage. Then we have a canna part in this garden. Again, I am fascinated by the coppice growth of this unique Pterospermum. This is the foliage of Pterospermum, two-colored, dark green above, shining green above, and white below. And this is Pterospermum lancifolium. Now I got confirmation of the species seen on this nameplate. So this is Pterospermum lancifolium. Little bit one can say the leaf is much longer. In Jammu, Pterospermum, which is we find that is Pterospermum acerifolium, much broader, but here it is more longer, and this is unique Kanak Champa, kind of Kanak Champa, which is seen here. Even another tree which is seen here is unique. Maybe some species which I am unable to, but this in the wildlife week we are able to find the babbler also. In Dogri it is called as frol or sword, and chil chil is Hindi name Sat Bhai. Mostly we find in the group of seven sisters. So here we have the Lagestremia speciosa, queen myrtle or jarul. Its flowers are also innovated as a herbal tea with health promoting benefits. On the other side we have the beautiful garden devoted to canna cultivars, and when I focus on canna flowers, this canna garden, I am reminded of T.N. Khushu, Trilokinath Khushu, who had done lot of work on the cultivars of canna. So many cultivars, and whatever we know today about canna, we owe much to the research work of T.N. Khushu, who hailed from Sopor, Trilokinath Khushu. And Khushu word has nothing to do with happiness. In fact, in Kashmiri language, Khushu means the left-handed, as his one of the ancestors was known to be very apt in handling things, the left hand. So the word, previously the ancestors used Sopori, but then it was replaced by Khushu. And there we find the Ulu neem, Ailanthus excelsa, across this canna garden. Canna plants are used in phytoremediation. So here we see the rich growth of Aplis minus also. Aplis minus grass is also there, and this is Punarnava Buravia diffusa, called as Etset in Dogri language. Liver tonic, good for eyes diseases and kidney troubles. So we see here a unique species which are under cultivation in this garden, and here we find very unique kind of canna, Krishna Keli as it is popularly named in Hindustan, and it's also known as Indian short plant. So many cultivars, it's very difficult to really identify the cultivars. So this is also unique flower, canna, with unique cultivar, which I am not able to pinpoint. I have to discuss with in charge botanical garden. And here we find Gamar. This is Gamar, Malaina arborea, which is a dashmul tree. Its roots are used in Ayurveda, and this is growing even in Jammu, called as Safed Kasir in Dogri language. A Gamar tree is also cultivated in West Bengal. It is very tough wood, timber tree. And here we have another plant which is unique tree, but which one? This seems to be Polyalthia. Yes, but this is not Polyalthia or Manoon longifolia which we see in Jammu. It seems to be some unique species with other, but I am unable to see its nameplate anywhere. It has very narrow-leaved Polyalthia, now placed in the genus. Manoon, also popularly known as Devdaru, and its leaves are used in religious pandal decoration. So this is the canna section. Canna is a popular garden ornamental plant. Germplasm collection, we have number of species. Canna brasiliensis, Canna edulis, Canna generalis, Canna gigantea, Canna indica, Canna latifolia, and Canna turquihimi are now considered a natural collection. Popular varieties are Allegheny, Ambassador, Angel Pink, Burgundy Blush, Catalia, Cleopatra is another unique canna, Bangkok cultivar, Bengal Tiger, Black Knight, City of Portland, Pink Sunburst, Trinacia variegata, Sindhuri, Kanchan, Agnishika, City of Portland, Trincaria variegata. So canna garden has many new cultivars being developed by the scientists of NBRI.